Hi everybody, so today I am doing a 2-in-1 video. So I am doing a small book haul as well as an April to be read video. This is the first time that I am doing a TBR video, mostly because usually at the beginning of the month I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to choose to read. Usually I have no idea what I'm going to read after I finish a book. I just kind of look around and eventually I choose something, but I am trying to plan out my reading a little bit better. So I am hoping that by making a to be read list for this month, I will be able to finish some of the books that I have been meaning to finally get around to. We'll see if it works. So the first book in the book haul is Ali Carter's Heist Society, and I've heard some really good things about this one, and I bought this one both because the book sounded interesting. I know a lot of people have really enjoyed it and have enjoyed this series, and I am trying to read more contemporary books that have really no paranormal elements or anything to it. So this is still a little bit out there because it's teenage criminals and things like that, but I am hoping that I'm going to like it. And then another contemporary book is Things I Can't Forget by Miranda Kenneally. I think that's how you pronounce her last name, but I am not quite sure. And this is the third book in the 100 Oaks series. So there is Catching Jordan, Stealing Parker, and now Things I Can't Forget. So there's that one. And I got Black City by Elizabeth Richards. And I'm not quite sure what this one is about, but I've heard some good things about it, and the cover with the exploding glass or whatever it is looked really cool, so I decided that I was going to buy it and give it a read. Then Rise by Carey, which is the last book in the Eve trilogy. There's Eve, Once, and now Rise. And I've read Eve. I haven't gotten around to Once yet, but I am planning on doing that soon. And it's the last book, so that's a little bit scary. And there is Incarnate by Jodi Meadows, which is the first book in the New Soul trilogy. There's this one. There's also Asunder, which is out already. I have ordered it. It just hasn't gotten here yet. And this is, as you could probably guess from the title, about reincarnation and the idea that souls do reincarnate, and the main character, Anna, is what they call new. She's never been reincarnated before. She is a new soul. So that sounds really different. And then another last in a series is With All My Soul by Rachel Vincent, which is the last book in the Soul Screamer series. And again, very scary last book in the series. So much has happened in this series already that getting around to reading the last book in a series, and you know, there's this big build up to an epic battle usually, and I'm like, oh great, characters I love probably gonna die. But this is also the first book in my April TBR. So I am planning on reading this book in April. I'm not exactly sure when in April, but it will be read this month. And Heist Society is also on that list. And the two books that I am currently reading, or over this weekend, I am reading Need by Carrie Jones. And this book has been on my bookshelf forever, so I decided that I was finally going to pick it up and read it. And the same goes with Some Girls Bite by Neill, which is the first book in the Chicagoland Vampires series. I think there's 7 books in this series. I own 6 of them, I think. So I really need to get around to reading this series. And I am also also going to be reading Stealing Parker, which is the second book in that 100 Oaks series. And if I do finish with a little extra books or extra time to read, I am going to pick up The Things I Can't Forget as well. I have already read this book, Every Day by David Leviathan. It is I picked it up I think April 1st or 2nd, and I finished it, so this is the first book in my finished April to be read list. And I am also going to read Pandemonium by Lauren Oliver, which is the second book in the Delirium series. And then on my Kobo, I have Spirit by Brigid Kemmerer, which is a book I got off of Kenneally that I am going to read this month as well. So those are all the books that I plan on read in April. Hopefully, this pretty big list for me, but hopefully I'll be able to get through it all, and hopefully I will enjoy most of these or all of these books. So love to hear what you're going to be reading in April, or what books you've gotten recently. Okay. I've got some other videos planned. There's still that giveaway that's coming up. There's still the Q&A and some other videos as well. But for now, that's all, and I'll see everybody next time.